Yerp, it's Perp back with another video, and I just got out of watching Tarot. Y'all know how I feel about these PG-13 horror movies. I already know what my expectations were going to be going into this movie. Extremely low, just based off the trailer. I was like, this has a really cool premise where pretty much you have this, our main character, Haley, and her group of friends, and they decided to play around with tarot cards. I don't know why people continuously like to fuck with spirits and act like they ain't gonna buck back, but yeah. So she starts to read off all her friends' tarot cards, and based off their zodiac sign and just their readings is pretty much how they are going to die or how their life is going to kind of play out. It has a final destination. This is like a PG-13 final destination. Because I'll tell you this, right? I like the setup, you know, and I like that this is only an hour and a half, but goddamn does it feel like it drags when we get to the exposition. And don't get me started on the exposition in this movie. It's just dumb and just so generic. It's disappointing because here you have a really interesting premise with these tarot cards, and each character gets a reading, so it kind of tells their fortune or what's going to happen to them or give them clues. And that part, when they start to get picked off one by one, is interesting, but what holds this movie back is its PG-13 rating, because that first initial kill we get with the High Priestess, that is probably the best kill out of all the different characters that get offed in here. After that, it's just like you don't really care about none of the characters. They're all pretty generic. The performances, the dialogue is just atrocious, pretty damn terrible. But I will say, it's not as bad as something like Night Swim or Imaginary, you know what I'm saying? But it's a notch above those movies. Even though, like I said, I give it props for that first kill, because I was like, damn, if this was only rated R and they had a tighter script. Because what you find out, like the backstory on these tarot cards, you're like, oh my god, this is the most generic AI written type of script. Somebody just pumped this out and said, hey, we just here's $8 million, let's make this bullshit ass movie. But you could have really made something compelling. This would have probably be better as like a limited series or something like that. A lot of the humor in this also doesn't work for me at all. Too many fucking jump scares. I'm like, Jesus Christ, there's literally like this creature or whatever, this entity loves to use jump scares. There's some that look cool, but overall, like I just always hate cutaways. This has so many cutaways, and just where it would have been really cool. That magician fucking scene would have been dope as fuck if that was rated R, because then we could have seen the actual brutality of these kills, and they do seem brutal, but they always kind of cut away, or you know, you just see their expression on their face. And don't get me started on how they ended this movie, trying to kind of fake people out, but also, I'll just say this, right, without spoiling it, it's a Uno reverse card. You know what I'm saying? It's so stupid, bro. I'm just like, man, this whole movie was just one big waste of time. And just how characters react to their friends being like massacred, it's just laughable, because from one scene they'll be really terrified, and the next they're just kind of calm, cool, and collected, acting like nothing really happened. And it's just a mess of a movie. I give it credit for trying, but it didn't try hard enough, because like right after that initial kill, it just pretty much nosedives from there. But let me know how you guys feel about this movie in the comments below if you get around to watching it. Till next time, I'll see y'all in the next one. Peace.